that grows, harvest.
The nature of God, giving thanks, and such great things on kingship, on alignment of the forces within by tuning your inner rhythm, or all the tuning forks, to the harmony of God. And it's really crazy. Book 18 of the Corpus Hermeticum right here, Hermes Trismegistus laying it down. I thought this last section was really good.
The first pick of the crops as it first rises, using its rays like great hands to gather in the crops, and the rays that are its hands gather in the most ambrosial effluences of the plant. In just this way, since we have taken our beginning from the Almighty, and have received the effluence of His wisdom, from which He will water every shoot that we plant. To God, then, who is entirely undefiled, who is Father of our souls, it is fitting that praise should rise up from the 10,000 mouths and voices, even if one can say nothing worthy of Him, because our speech is no match for Him. The newborn cannot sing a hymn worthy of their father, yet if they render Him as much of His due as their strength permits, then they also will be forgiven. Moreover, this very fact contributes to God's renown, and He is greater than His own progeny, and that the preface, beginning, middle, and end of our praises are to confess our Father's limitless power and limitless extent. For the King, it is just the same. Praising God is in our nature as humans, because we happen to be in some sense His descendants. But we must ask forgiveness, even if for the most part it comes from the Father before the asking.
We must ask for forgiveness, even if it comes from the Father before the asking. I would say that forgiveness, the reason for asking for it, is almost to realize that you need it within yourself still. And like vocalizing that with the logos. Some crazy stuff there. But I just want to say that in prayer, like in the most devout, reverent prayer, like prayers I've ever done, those have been the most mystical experiences I've ever encountered, hands down. Like, and that's a prayer from the humble heart, a prayer from the place of humility, after the realization of your smallness. You see, whenever you fail like within yourself or out in the world, like, and I don't mean just like any like old kind of, I lost, but like when you really give up, like you give up, you can't do it, and you like have tried a million times, whatever like this failure happens to be in your life. That realization is the knowledge that you need stronger faith, that you can't do it all by yourself, like that your ego really can't win this game, and that you need God, and that's when you turn and look to Him. That's why like humility is the final door. It's the final virtue. It's the final virtue of the soul, because it leads to the revelation of God. Humility. Master keys for you on Immortal Truth right here. And yeah, like Hermes, all of his most secret teachings were prayers, forms of prayer. And the highest form of prayer is that which orients your mind. Towards seeing God through the knowledge of God, through understanding, like through the entire tree of life. Like the strongest form of prayer truly is basically prayer and expressing the logos. And the logos being truthful, like truthful speech with spiritual awareness. Logos is that which God speaks forth and it enters your mind. And when you can tap into that stream, right? Because you have like elevated and finely tuned the subtle senses to the energetic forces, to the wisdom, to the seeing, right? Through the knowledge. Then your prayers have a greater connection. You see, in a relationship with someone else, it's very hard to have profound impact or profound connection if you don't know them that well. Think about it. Intimacy comes from realness. Intimacy comes from real feelings, real connection, real openness, real seeing, right? Not hiding anything, placing all on the table before you. And like, I've been realizing that within a relationship. It's the same exact thing with God. You cannot have a profound connection, a profound experience of intimacy and like basically appreciation and seeing outside and inside, right? You can't do that if you don't have a strong relationship or know him well. And you can never know God in a like anyways, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Hell yeah, this is Immortal Truth. Hit that subscribe button. This is the Mystery School. Takes you to the next level. Shoot me an email if you want to talk. Hell yeah.